Do you mean we'll be able to enter the hollows ourselves?
Traitor.
We're Phaethon! Step on me!
Traitor.
Yo, this is present day GoDog here. At the time of editing, huge shout out to
Oh my god, bro.
Dr. Medical right here for telling me this, because if it not for his advice, I would not have enjoyed Epilogue Part A as much as I did on stream. Huge props to you. The following reaction you're about to see is after I've completed Soldier Zero / Silver Soldier Anby agent story, so I know the context with that agent story. The only nitpick I have with this quest you're about to see is the way that they don't tell you which order you're supposed to play in. So, but apart from that, I hope you enjoy.
Flashback.
What's up, doggos? Welcome back to another Zenless ZZZero reaction video. Here we are, here to experience Season 1's final epilogue.
Except that wasn't really the case because this is only part 1.
We have one more version, and after that we'll dive into Season 2. With that being said, last we left off, yada yada the sacrifice ended up being Bringer, who is a big pussy. All my homies hate Bringer. We had that huge showdown at Port Elpis, where Bringer, working together with Sarah and the Exaltists, tried to destroy us. Well, the original plan was to utilize the power of Miyabi's katana that had a legendary ghost ethereal soul imbued into it, that's making it so powerful. But that didn't work out, so instead we went with the whole turn Bringer into a ugly amalgamation route, which didn't work out either, because Bringer, that mofo, dead. But it seems the Exaltists still gained something from that. We learned that the siblings have powers, because they tanked a explosion. Additionally, we're going to be introduced to the Mockingbirds that we've already had a little glimpse to in the New Year's event in last patch. And apparently, Vivian is a big fan of the Phaethon. Hugo Vlad is also an interesting person in the Mockingbirds. He once had a history with Lycaon. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, the video store just received a reservation. Seems to be a big client. They've paid a large deposit up front. Anyway, let's welcome the customer first. We're counting on them this month's electricity bill. It might just be the mayor. No. Oddly similar to Colonel Sanders.
Note, GoDog mistook Hartman and the mayor to be the same person.
Is it Colonel Sanders? Oh no. It's just Hugo Vlad. Yeah.
Incredible.
Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector.
God, I like the way he talks.
Your store is the most classy one in all of New Eridu, and I must say, it absolutely lives up to its reputation.
My, I am so flattered.
I've also noticed some well-known individuals frequenting this place, including elite members from PubSec and HSO. Your achievements at such a young age truly impress me.
Oh, you give us too much credit.
I guess the rumors about this place are true.
That we're
Children of devils.
Huh?
What are you talking about? I'm not following.
Am I imagining it? Or do you seem really nervous all of a sudden? Despite the word devil in the title, it's actually about vampires.
Ever tried streaming site, Hugo? Then again, their technology has been regressed thanks to the Hollow disaster. So maybe they don't have a Netflix.
Vampires were a popular fictional concept back in the
Or
old civilization.
rather, you hear how classy he is? Maybe he's just, up for the vintage stuff,
Typically, they are pale-skinned, well-dressed, exuding a mysterious and dangerous aura.
That fits as a perfect description for you, no?
I'll take that as a compliment. Too bad vampires don't actually exist in
What
New
are you
Eridu.
supposed to be?
Oh, and I don't feast on human blood. In fact, if anything, I'm hypoglycemic.
What's that? Happens when the level of calcium in your blood, not your bones, is too low. Mild muscle cramps and tingling to severe spasms, seizures, and even heart problems. Hugo, are you okay?
It's a shame you don't have the videotape I'm looking for. I'll just
Take your entire stock!
grab a copy of every movie you currently have for rent. it.
Damn, what the fuck?
Oh, thank you so much for your patronage. That's really generous of you.
Shouldn't the New Year's event be canon? How come Belle doesn't recognize them? We were there when he checked Astra's mic and stole one of the discs in one of the 3 slots.
Because of my work, I happen to know some of New Eridu's upper echelon. Some even collect human organs.
You're joking, right?
There's a big industry auction coming up. They'll probably have lots of collectibles, maybe even rare videotapes not on the market. If you'd like to attend, just let me know. I saw a marketing event at Lumina Square. Looks like there's a raffle going on. Go check it out if you're interested. Maybe you'll stumble upon something exciting, especially at a place so close to the upper class. After all, there are always secrets hiding behind the light.
Season 1 Epilogue. Bury your tears with the past. Hey. You mean this will be continued next patch? Also, I like how his voice actor sounds already. These fancy, snazzy type of people. It wasn't just my imagination then. I remember seeing him before. During the competition, they even withdrew midway. If that's the case, why did he act like it's our first encounter? Did he completely forget about us? Was he faking it on purpose? There he is. And she's here too. The elf girl. Oh, do you see it? Damn. Manager, so you came after all. Luck is always unpredictable, and that's what makes it fascinating. Whenever I get the chance, I can't help but want to test it. At that moment, a figure suddenly appears and unfortunately inserts itself in the front of the line. Hey, young man, what do you think you're doing cutting in the line? Cutting in the line? Do you know who I am? So, you... Clearly, you don't understand anything at all. See the poster right there? That's Master Hartman, the current head of our family. Okay, and? Just wait, one phone call is all I need to... Wait. Where's my wallet? Where'd my wallet go? You're the one standing closest to me. Now give me back my wallet. It's not a good habit to falsely accuse others.
This guy looks so arrogant. Maybe I should take a tougher approach with him.
Whoa, hey. Everyone knows who you are. Your true identity is a member of the most infamous band of thieves in New Eridu, Mockingbird!
Yeah, that's me.
You're right. I'm with Mockingbird. But that doesn't prove I stole from you, does it?
What was that? What was the whoosh?
Aha! You've admitted it yourself.
I know you're joking, but it's probably unwise to validate an accusation like that.
I'm Curtis Ravenlock. That's right. Of the esteemed Ravenlock family from Tops.
You're from Tops and you're here to join the raffle?
You're an esteemed member of Tops. Why join a raffle with us plebs?
Offense is the best defense. Seems like you've got that down.
Thanks, Hugo.
I'm only here because my family's sponsors.
Oh, because I screwed myself over. It's a roast battle. Well, Belle looks like a helpless girl, right? Let's make it. Oh,
Clearly, you're feeling guilty.
that's not what I thought she would do.
Doesn't seem like your tactics working on him.
I know, I'm trying, Hugo.
My wallet is missing. It had a ton of dennies, so someone's got to answer for that.
Sounds like you're just shifting the blame.
No one's responsible for your wallet except you. Let's be real. You're just trying to shift the blame.
Yeah.
No one's ever dared to speak to me like that before.
Your accusation is baseless, Mr. Ravenlock.
Yes, it is.
Your outfit, while elegant, shows unironed creases and noticeable signs of wear.
Ooh.
You've likely worn it for a long time. Plus, the wet ink on your cuffs suggests that you rushed straight here from your workplace. Likely so you wouldn't miss today's raffle.
His hair, whack! His gear, whack! His jewelry.
Chances are you lost your wallet yourself, and it probably didn't hold much cash.
That's utter nonsense.
Get the hell out of my face.
I really hate it when innocent people are wrongfully accused. But
I still have some doubts. Did he really just drop his wallet?
Hugo pickpocketed it.
people like that should have a taste of their own medicine. That sounds fair to me. Unfortunately, we don't usually see such fairness in our world, do we? That's why sometimes I don't mind resorting to unconventional methods to right the wrongs. It was nice running into you. Please, accept this raffle ticket to mark the occasion. May it keep you away from shady people and situations and bring you good fortune.
I'm sure you're familiar with the Ravenlock family affiliated with the Tops. They were once incredibly powerful, a true behemoth even among the Tops. Unfortunately, that's all in the past. Now they're not doing so well, be it their funding or reputation. They're far from their former glory. Though, of course, this is what the Ravenlock family deserves. If you ever run into a Ravenlock, it's best to keep your distance. Same goes for the Tops people. The Tops Enterprise Union is one of the top power players of the new hairdo, toe-to-toe with the Mayflower-led administration. Not only did he pickpocket him, but he spread the money across into their pockets without them. How the fuck? He's that good? Let's see your ticket is. It's the grand prize. The only grand prize of the raffle have been won. He probably nicked this too. The prize is 50. Oh. Come on, guys. 50k is nothing.
A few minutes later.
Well, the news just mentioned the Bringer investigation outcome. Seems like the commissioner regards everything as Bringer's personal actions. Oh shit, they didn't make the connection with Sarah or the Exaltists. I'm assuming if the Exaltists have been operating for so long, they're careful with their stuff. I still feel like there's some terrible secret behind all this. Val, your phone just rang. Maybe you should check who sent the message. It's... Oh. Master Proxy, my apologies for disturbing you. Are you available at the moment? I have some important matters I'd like to discuss with you in person. Sure. And then I will visit the video store. Ellen! Yay! Hello! Oh! Okay, since when was 5 minutes the duration of a single second? Guys, that's really fucking creepy. You just 1 second you're telling me 5 minutes and then the next you're just... Master Proxy, we have come to discuss an important matter with you. Victoria Housekeeping is loyal to the current head of the Mayflower family, who is also the mayor of New Eridu. Don't worry, the mayor is probably just an ordinary person. I haven't met him in person though. It is the mayor who wishes to talk with you two, which is why we've come. After all, we've both been deeply involved with the previous bringer and sacrifice-related events.
They're here with me now, sir.
I'm glad to have the chance to speak with you, young'uns. Helios Academy used to be a peaceful and comforting place. Your teacher, Carol, and I, we used to be friends. She was a kind person. I was truly sorry to learn that she was the one held responsible for the fall of the old capital.
She was innocent. There has to be more to the story.
I hope so too. It's just that the fall of the old capital still weighs heavily on us all. The real reason I reached out to you is to tell you something very important. Something about your eyes. I stumbled upon some of the data Carol left behind. She spent much of her time studying ways to minimize the side effects of your eye implants.
Teacher.
Teacher. She was always looking out for us.
Yes, which is why I believe this was her final wish. As her friend, I want to see it through. Simply put, your eye implants are directly linked to your brain, and their functionality depends on your body's limits. As a result, the HDD system takes up a part of your body's capacity. This leads to certain issues, the most notable being that it suppresses your innate ether aptitude.
You mean we could have been more? Could have been more immune to the ether corruption.
After the upgrade, the HDD system will operate with significantly reduced power consumption, allowing for a substantial boost in your ether aptitude. Or rather, a restoration to its original level.
Whoa. Do you mean we'll be able to enter the hollows ourselves?
Exactly.
Damn! Whoa, this is
used to it over time.
Huge.
I'll have the specialists from Marcel Group continue monitoring your physical condition to reduce the burden on your body and help restore your ether.
Because season 2 will likely be about Lady Sunbringer, if we're going in order.
Your eyes possess even greater power. Perhaps the power within you could affect all of New Eridu.
Miss Bell and Mr. Wise are both kind and honorable individuals. I believe they'll use their power for the right cause.
Lycaon's new VA is a bit softer, I'd say. The original VA had a bit of gruffiness to him.
Yeah, they're both good people.
Yay. I have to say, whoever the new VA is, excellent job on living up to Lycaon's usual voice, you know. After a while, you feel almost as if an invisible binding within you has been undone. Oh?
How are you feeling now?
All good.
I don't feel so good.
Really? I'm feeling a bit off.
What, Wise? I was just gonna ask that, like, if Wise is the MC, is Wise the one adapting to the new powers better than Belle, and Belle's the one struggling? Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Why is that? Protagonist privilege. S rank Belle and S rank Wise.
Let's keep moving.
One eternity later.
The mission was a success, sir. Master Phaethon's performance was outstanding. Outstanding.
I'd like you to participate in an auction and help me secure an item up for bid. Since you're aware of it, I'll get straight to the point. It's related to the sacrifice you encountered. Remember the sacrifice you took down near the construction site? Turns out it can maintain its form outside the hollow and carries human genes. Within it, we extracted a mysterious core. This core possesses the same inexplicable power as the sacrifice, allowing it to exist without relying on ether. However, the core was recently stolen from the most secure lab in New Eridu. We suspect this is an inside job rather than an external theft. We searched extensively without success, until I saw the auction flyer. The core has been concealed within an auction item.
So you want us to bid on the auction?
Don't worry, the funds are covered, and Victoria Housekeeping will be assisting you. Of course, this hinges on one condition: your willingness to aid me.
We'll give it a shot.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
Thank you very much. I knew that I could rely on you. The only hurdle now is the invitation. It's exclusive to Tops, so obtaining one might take some time.
Didn't that collector Hugo mention if we wanted to attend the auction to give him a call? But he didn't leave us with his contact information.
The ticket?
He said something cringy like, there are always secrets hiding behind the light.
You hold up the ticket to the light, a string of number appears. It is literally behind the light.
Aha! It's you! The manager of my favorite video store. Glad you've cracked my little puzzle.
About the auction you mentioned. Could you secure 2 invites for us?
If you two can help me with my current task, I should be able to find time to get the invitations you need.
To get to the point, I need you to shadow someone for me and tell me everything they do and say. And that person is Hartman Ravenlock, the head of the Ravenlock family. Soon you'll be meeting with someone nearby. I need to know the exact details of their exchange, please. Of course, for your troubles, I'll take care of the auction invitations you need. Relax, it's nothing illegal. You just happen to be in the proximity and happen to overhear some things. Even if someone from PubSec shows up, they won't have anything on you. Besides, you already have connections in PubSec, don't you?
Boing, boing.
You know that too. I'll be waiting for your good news then. I suppose they probably know everything about me. He often comes by to buy flowers, and he's always very generous. However, he's always buys flowers for memorial purposes, set there for his deceased loved ones. He seems like someone with quite a story. There's no need to report such trivial matters to me. My time is precious. Get to the point. Organs? Didn't that get shut down already? The people behind it are gone. And sure had high hopes for her, but now. Anyway, shut the entire business down, and make sure to clean it, understood? By the way, have you tried that medicine I mentioned before? As long as there's no problem, this thing is worth more than your life. You better make sure everything goes perfectly. Don't forget our partners are dangerous people. Failure is not an option. Organs. These are Master Edmund's orders. To improve our family reputation, we must do some charity work. To gain influence within Tops, we'll have to take it step by step. I'll manage.
The next day.
So Hartman's the guy that was on the thing, not the mayor.
Good day, manager. Wonderful to see you again. You're as sophisticated and charming as always.
You share your findings on Hartman with Hugo. His gaze remained lowered as he listens intently, his pale, slender finger absently flipping 2 intricate coins with practiced ease. At key moments, he asks thoughtful questions to clarify his details. Who knew this guy was so serious?
I see. Looks like it's more complicated than I thought. Here are the promised invitations for you. One was mine, but I won't be able to attend as I'll be occupied. Don't mention where they came from. Otherwise, someone might come hunt me down.
Is the auction really that dangerous?
Well, when you dance with sharks, you can't avoid risk.
I know sharks.
But I have faith in you, dear manager. I'm entrusting you with my life.
Uh-oh, my lips are sealed.
I've been meaning to say, you're so close with your sibling.
Is that making you reminisce about Lycaon or something?
What's your view on family ties, manager?
It's a bond you must maintain with care and understanding.
Even as family, we might not fully know each other. For example, someone who was like a mother to us loved us deeply, but also kept many things from us.
Mother. Huh. For me, that word only brings fear, pain, and hatred.
Jeez.
I once had a half-sister, and different mothers.
Had?
She's been gone so long. I can barely remember her face.
Is that what the memorial flowers are for?
It's highly likely that Hartman will be at the auction as well. As you know, while he's the rightful heir to the Ravenlock family, he keeps many secrets. Should you cross paths with him in the future, be cautious. He's sitting up on his high horse looking down on everyone else, and he'll do whatever it takes to get more power. I hope these upper-class people eventually face the punishment they deserve. Too bad the scales of fate lean one way or another, unless someone steps in to tip them back.
Lycaon got an invitation.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Master Proxy.
Likewise, my good man.
It's been a while.
It really hasn't. It's been like 15 minutes.
24 hours later.
Hello. We never got to go inside the mall.
Lies. Deception. Betrayal. I see swirling mist, shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you. Chosen one.
Hey, gothic gal that we've seen last patch. Why was she terrifying a mother and her kid? Hey, Vivian.
You are exactly as I thought you'd be.
Her voice is so solved. What do you mean by the chosen one?
You are the chosen one!
Words can only convey so much, so it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now.
Right.
But you'll know what I mean soon enough.
Okay.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake, and I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties. But I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it.
Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not. Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune is not my concern. I'm not sure how you gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter.
Thanks. Cool.
And you?
The young lady's indifferent gaze turns towards you.
Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled.
Right.
I'm Vivian, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Actually, I overheard parts of the conversation. Forgive me for speaking bluntly, but it's rather strange to have guests like that mother and daughter at this auction. Perhaps, as the mysterious Miss Vivian said, they didn't enter through regular means. There may be more to this. But let's return to the auction. If you're interested in any particular item, I can bid on it. Master will cover the bill for you. Really? Oh, that's why Vivian was holding up the sign during the... I remember there was a CG in the trailer. She was holding up a sign. We're gonna be competing with them to get the item.
Nope.
Ah, not she again. What a small world. So you got a new companion today. What's that obnoxious blonde boy from last time? Obnoxious blonde boy. You don't even know who Master Edmund is? He's a prominent figure in Tops, someone with the authority to speak on behalf of them. Master Edmund will also attend the auction. You have an extremely noble mark on his forehead that anyone who sees it will remember. You better pray we don't set our sights on the same auction item You have no chance of winning.
Try me, bitch.
With your family's fortune? I don't know, dude. Master, that gentleman you saw just now seems very hostile towards you. Looks like you two have some history. However, it's getting late. Let's head into the venue. God, how's he gonna react when he meets Hugo again?
Maybe he's not as well off as I thought.
Is this another debating thing?
Yeah. I won't back down this time.
Boss, maybe I'll take it off.
Double. Overwhelm him with your financial power.
Where could you have gotten so many Denny's?
A solid move, but perhaps a bit too costly for me.
Why don't we discuss this in private first?
Man, shut your bitch.
I didn't expect you to be so determined.
It's a golden bamboo statue.
Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
You're the one here.
I'm raising the bid.
I hope this does not make a bad impression on the mayor of us.
It's a bit overpriced, but it's still acceptable.
Sorry, mayor.
As long as you like it, that's what matters. After all, the true value of art is in the love people invest in it.
The next item is truly exceptional. The final
What are you bidding on now, Curtis?
The only one of its kind in all of New Eridu. The artist's tale is quite fascinating. Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular.
Isn't that just Van Gogh? There's a modern Van Gogh in New Eridu. That's sad.
300 million!
If I'm not mistaken, guys, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
And you tell me about overpriced Vivian. 1 billion. Denny's. Nicole.
I'm going to bid on this no matter the price tonight.
At $1 billion, going once, going twice,
sold,
going 3 times, sold for 1 billion.
Jesus.
That concludes the first half of the auction. Please feel free to unwind in the lounge for a bit, as more treasures await in the second half.
She's part of the Mockingbird. She might just fucking steal it or something. Mysterious guest. Oh,
looking good.
Hartman. Okay, it's not like a custom model, but I still dig it. Curse it. I have no idea who the seller behind this thing is, and why they insist on going through the auction process. It's the same item, isn't it?
The coffee here is drinkable.
Why are there so many unfamiliar faces around? I thought this was for regulars only.
Screw you.
You have a strange look on your face. Despite her ruthless exterior, she's actually quite kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare think that, would you?
How did you... Of course not.
Not at all. That's not what I'm thinking.
You're not being honest. And I don't appreciate deceit. Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness, nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased.
Okay. That's new. Is the bones on her hand more eccentric? The other characters don't have these.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck you... Because it's nothing more than a common scam.
So you're saying that woman is a con artist?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything. But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done. No going back, and you end up shelling out a hefty sum for something worthless.
So why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art, at its essence, sells stories, doesn't it? I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose. That's another lie. Looks like you believed me.
Vivian suddenly approaches, blinks, and silently mouths 2 words. Master Proxy. She knows your proxy identity.
I hope next time you'll accept my invitation, and not that of these pretenders. I'll see you soon, my friend of many secrets.
Okay, and the mysterious woman's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back!
Oh, there's the was that the mysterious woman? And there's another person there.
Up next in our auction is tonight's showpiece, the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes!
Robe of Heroes.
What's truly fascinating is the unique gem embedded in the collar of this robe. It's unlike any gem I've ever seen.
Oh, is this the
magical.
item? Whoa. Oh, it's like a penis. Ooh, I like the texture on this. A weird core extracted from the sacrifice. This is the core? Why is it taking this shape? I assume the other stuff beside it is worthless.
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
Such an important item. Yet, it's just there on a piece of clothing. Completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy.
Edmonds.
There's people of all sorts.
Is that
whether
Edmonds?
they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. What a tacky name.
God, everyone's trying to get it.
I see it. Seems authentic. Of course. I'll keep an eye on it.
The mysterious woman. After some intense bidding, only 2 contenders remain. You and Hartman, the current head of Ravenlock family.
I believe there is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly, wasting time irks me more than squandering money.
Oh god, it's another debate.
This man is pretty shrewd. Maybe I should match his energy.
Oh fuck.
All I want is that Robe of Heroes.
What a pity. We both have our sights set on the same item. It seems there is no hope of us coming to an accord.
I'd suggest taking a less direct approach with someone like Hartman, lest he prey on your
Okay, that's fair.
There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
Oh my god.
I'm not a collector, so I'm not into antiques. That robe just caught my eye.
Wow, I'm doing terrible. What a coincidence, as do I.
What a coincidence! I, too, always get what I want.
You're quite confident.
You know when to stand your ground. Well done.
Thank you.
If I offer you a token of appreciation, let's say a hefty sum of Denny.
You trying to bribe me out of this? Yeah, good try, bro. I'll give you the same offer.
If I were to give you a hefty sum of Denny's, would you back down?
I fear my price is beyond your means. It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that.
After a round of intense bidding, Hartman secures the Robe of Heroes at a ridiculously high price. Shit. We failed to get it?
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all. I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost won! Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to look up?
What happened?
Oh, we get to see the Mockingbirds in action. Classic Phantom Thieves, goddamn, of course. Shut down the lights, crash through the windows, secure the item on the and then zip back up on your zip line.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening. Losers always have a lot to say.
Oh, you recognize who that is immediately, don't you, Lycaon?
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight's show is coming to an end.
Hugo, we need that gem too.
I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
Catch that thief or forget about getting paid tonight!
Oh, shit.
Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that Mockingbird and I have history. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate. Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right. But one night, that all changed. There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less then amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy. Mockingbird has changed from how we envisioned it. And Hugo too, he...
changed along with it.
It's nothing. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape.
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling super strong right now.
Very well. Please, follow me then.
Don't have to let me return to the HTD. That's a bit weird. Are they just gonna keep doing this from now on? Do we even need to go back to the HTD anymore? Oh god damn, he's bolting.
Why so
Though I am loath to admit it, that man is quite formidable. You can always find him in the thick of things, be it in social functions or surrounded by ethereals.
Oh, his side suitcase. What's your deal, man? Oh, and it's in a heart too.
Careful, or you'll get hurt.
Damn, son.
Oh, he's...
I'm not going to let you have your way.
He's watching us. Did you see him?
Master Proxy. That's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. It may look like a coin, but it's actually a dart. Dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage.
Okay, okay.
Let's proceed through here.
I'm only taking it slow because it's cutting out your audio, man.
Something's not right. It feels too easy, almost as if you let us through on purpose.
Lycaon pauses momentarily in the distance. A group of heavily armed figures emerge.
Are they from the auction? No, they shouldn't be able to track Hugo here. They're likely just hollow raiders.
Oh. He threw the suitcase at us?
Long time no see, traitor.
Whoa, oh, Jesus, he went all out.
It was you who broke the oath, not me.
You haven't changed.
I've never seen Lycaon look so feral. Oh, his side.
Beyond reason.
Oh.
Both of you!
No. Jesus, Bell.
Master Proxy.
What the fuck, Bell?
Are you alright, Master Proxy? Any injuries?
That was a hard bargain. They may be good, but Jesus, if they didn't stop in time, you would have been...
I'm fine. I just forgot I wasn't Eos. I thought your attacks would just go over my head. I'm not used to being this tall, I guess.
Yeah, well, again, I'll get used to it soon.
Rest assured, manager. My blade has always been steady.
Can we have the gem back, please? Can we pretty please have the gems? Pretty please?
At that moment, the hollow raiders you encountered earlier close in on you.
Help me!
Don't kill them. I'll hand them over to public security once we're out of...
Who do you think you are to tell me what to do? They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily.
I can see why they broke off. They broke apart.
You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycaon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior. Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
It is not our place to pass judgment.
I will defeat you.
Could you guys
I
not?
always will.
I'm not gonna make Bell run in between you guys again.
Psych! Be prepared to kneel before me. Traitor.
What?
Have you run into trouble? You wouldn't normally say either.
What the f... No one told me we were gonna fight him!
Not bad.
Oh, they're still gonna make him a shadow enemy. And
I have you now!
And it fires lasers. Holy shit. I like it. It's like the kind of Castlevania type shtick. He parried me. Holy son of a... Pancake him.
I'd advise against trusting anyone from the Mayflower.
That's for me to decide.
Or them.
Really? Do you two have to do this now?
My apologies, dear manager. But I'm itching to teach him a lesson. So shut up!
Stand still.
Sheesh. Come on. Lycaon. Oh my... Oh my... Oh, that just for him to leap off the fuck. After Hugo leaves, Lycaon goes silent, as if lost in his memories.
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Young Lycaon and young Hugo.
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
Of course. What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top, so nothing and no one can imprison us. Or perhaps by faith. Do you mean something asinine and empty, like justice, dreams, or friendship? Hilarious. Grow up, Lycaon. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
You just don't get it.
I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil. There's too much injustice in this world. And there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one that nobody has the right to steal. You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
Why should we show mercy to those who are tainted or something, right, Hugo? Is that what you're thinking? Those who are evil should just kick the bucket.
Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Sometimes you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I have my own path and beliefs, Jack. I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Hey, watch your mouth. If it weren't for Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if one day you found out you were wrong? What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
Yeah.
It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down, because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
Are you okay? You've been quiet for a while.
What's wrong, Lycaon? You've been quiet for a while now.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, imparting his skills and life lessons. But Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints. Perhaps our paths were always fated to diverge.
I've been itching to ask, why did you two split up?
Oh, did someone die?
Hugo. You...
Yeah, Hugo killed someone. No, not just someone,
Is this you? All this?
Shit, he killed a lot of people.
So what if it was?
gone crazy? Have you been planning this all along? You bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die. Especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago. A really long time ago.
His own dad.
You know what, Lycaon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world.
This'll do it.
And for that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Where are you going?
Anywhere. Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops.
Hey, VAs though? I can feel that emotion.
We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog. Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me?
The mayor is different from the others. I'm not going to even try convincing you. As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you.
And he reshaped Mockingbird into his image.
My apologies, Master Proxy, that you had to hear such an unpleasant tale. Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained, especially with his own father. So much so that Hugo wanted to personally put an end to him.
Is it just me, or when I first began hearing Lycaon in this quest, compared to now, did the VA get a better hang of Lycaon's gruffiness? It sounds almost identical to the old VA now. I can't really tell a difference. Is it just me? I swear it sounds identical now.
After shouldering a mountain of injustice, Hugo ran away from home. That's when Jack and I met him. And that setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge. He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core. We should contact the mayor to plan our next moves.
Lycaon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core. I'll deal with it. Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
Sir.
That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
What the?
I believe the person, or the organization who sent the letter, is
no,
planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against
maybe
the
not
city.
Hugo, but the Exaltists.
This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic. Please promise me you'll keep things confidential. Please rest assured that we will handle things properly as the administrative authority of New Eridu.
That's right, Master Proxy. Please trust us.
So that'll be all for today. Goodbye for now.
Oh.
The fuck?
We just talked about that and someone just posted this. Who? By the way, did you notice that Hugo's Mockingbird disguise is just a mask? The mask is enough to conceal his entire identity. Haha, Superman. Yes, I agree. The Commissioner's hasty closure of the case is a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Hugo and get more info first. I'll go investigate that PubSec.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report. You're here!
You saw the news, I'm sure. The Commissioner closed the case, citing personal misconduct. I already found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. It's as if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in the matter any further. The Exaltist probably has someone implanted in the PubSec. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left by behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow's special operations for processing.
We learn from PubSec that Bringer has had memory issues since returning from the Hollow operation that made him a public hero, and keeps notes on recorders and notebooks.
Is my app up? Oh, hello. Wow, they're all here.
Today's training.
After inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels different from the rest. It feels a bit heavy. The weight of this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. I see, this must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I can try to crack it. And we'll leave it to you. Ain't no way. Yes. This looks like very professional decrypting, fellas. Very professional.
Alright, let's get started.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there?
Your long last puny noise.
I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power.
It spoke with him.
Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator! Please grant me this!
So he wasn't always like this. They brainwashed him. My suspicions were right. He went in that day and met the Exaltists. They took advantage of him. There's a lot of important things dropping in this quest. What the fuck?
Are you okay, Jiyuan? Don't be so sad.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle. In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time. We meet again, Master Proxy.
Hi, Vivian.
I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
How do you even know about that?
Well, stalker much.
I need to find Bringer's belongings. What Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after. The Exaltists and I. We have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
Oh, you can't just keep me in the dark like this. Fine.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
Nope.
Nope, I can't fight.
Have you seen spell stamina?
All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows. Lord Phaethon, Lord Phaethon, Lord Phaethon, Lord Phaethon, Lord Phaethon.
Hang on, what did you just say?
What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon!
Yeah.
Don't tell me you don't like him.
Him? She likes us, but she doesn't know we are us. Okay. Actually, I'm Phaethon. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get it over with. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I'm actually Phaethon.
Oh, nice try. You'll never match up with Phaethon's elegance. Something like that.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above! No one could ever replace Lord Phaethon! You're actually one of Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
Fine, you're right.
Yay.
I'm actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
I'm such a big fan of me.
Then we're fellow fans! Wonderful. I feel so much closer to you now.
You listen to her go on about her love for Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour.
Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time.
I found out where remainder Bringer's belongings ended up. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. Oh shit, let's go. Yeah, let's go to Bracewood. I must foil the Exalted schemes. Whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. This time. There's so much for this epilogue. What the fuck? And this is only part A.
3 hours later.
That's the part you were talking about. But, right, how are they here? Why are you guys here?
Proxy, you're here too.
What the hell?
I didn't expect to run into you here.
Yeah, that is my line.
Is that a new look I see, Anby? I'm here to investigate that incident.
You recall the incident you experienced with Anby and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes that log in a video archive.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, now that everything is completely finished. This uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular.
If that's the case, shouldn't they just have the same thing where it says, oh, da's agent story is a prerequisite to da that you're about to play. Do you want to do it first? Well, you know, like the Genshin ones. Do you want to do it first or use the quick start feature? Instead of slotting it in the middle?
For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught.
Anby, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members, and Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah,
I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
You shoot a wink at Anby and Trigger, who both notice your signal and doesn't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears.
Huh. Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
The con artist, or so Vivian says.
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
What the? Who?
You look depressed.
I mean, aren't we all? But like, what the hell? The background spazzed out. The sight of that lady?
I just drifted off for a moment there.
Vivian, bullshit. What happened?
You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Anby from Silver Squad, I presume.
Huh?
You're not looking so good. Everything okay?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Why are we going down here to... yeah, because the HDD... Sorry, force a habit. We don't need to go use the HDD system anymore. I was like, why are we going to the car? Where's stories? Yo, we get to see her right now?
Yes, but actually no.
Hello? Vivian gameplay right now? Okay, I'll let you do all the work. I'll just see what you do.
Attacking from our...
Okay, she's just spamming the... She's just spamming one attack. It wasn't meant to be.
I've got you in my...
Did you see that? She has an auto dodge for when she's sniping.
Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
If you say so.
This is the place.
Okay.
What is it that you're looking
Is
for?
it the painting?
A ring.
Oh.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Recognized during his lifetime, his work were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talents and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous arts. Yes, one as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he only wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. That legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. My condolences. Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you it's the Ravenlock Oh, dickheads. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine, our bond doesn't need to be anchored by any object. And I don't need these works to remember him. Much better off in your hands than someone else like Hartman's. Regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I'll be extremely, extremely grateful to you. Right, but there's still that thing. Something brought Vivian to tears. I don't know what that is. Massive ass capybara plushie. Or is it a gopher? Wait, I ran past the thing I was supposed to. What do you mean? Brutal. Oh. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam. There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right.
That you have a kid.
I'm going to die in here. That's my plan. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter.
Jesus.
I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. Could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there.
After saying this, Vivian fell silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her.
And she somehow sensed this?
Yes. Because I saw it. But I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters.
You can see the future?
That's all I've ever been able to see.
Specifically bad things. Wow.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear?
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of the dark memories. It's not your fault.
Vivian, it's not your fault. You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what, I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
They're using this to set something up. This is gonna come into play again in season 2, perhaps?
Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
Wow.
You're cornered. Quick shot.
Focus up. Wait a minute. Don't need it. Now you can.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you, Master Proxy. Is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian. But we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I can wait.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Every time, without exception, they end up happening. I can never prevent or change them. I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse, I think it's a gift.
It's not a curse. If anything, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really? Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
5 minutes later.
You kicked the vending machine by accident. Where a drink should normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. Hugo.
Out of my way!
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind, but I don't know what these markings on it mean.
You Vivian and Flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while.
Hey, whoop.
Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the Proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
Yes, Vivian, with your basic attack combo string.
Hang on, did you say companion? So you two know each other.
She's also Mockingbird.
I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate. Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage. Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Kinda makes sense, but Lycaon said.
But Lycaon said that you're very dangerous and we should be careful. Lycaon said that you're very dangerous and we should be careful.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side
I
over the
know
other.
that there are lines you shouldn't cross.
Please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. There's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair.
Did you mean for that to rhyme?
And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice. No matter. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. We also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession.
That's only because you stole it.
We share the same goal for the moment. Stopping the impending disaster from playing out. If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycaon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right?
By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
What? Oh, is it like a little sigil, a marker to show that we have connections with the Mockingbird?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
Yeah.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Perfect. What the heck? Can't show me it yet, can you?
Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick.
My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So I actually own a gallery. I'll also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy a bit longer. Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before. Oh yes, let's put one of the noir filters on to show that it's in the past. Well, visit our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you finished the task I've asked you to do, yes? As promised, I've already found buyers for the goods you've gave me. No shortage of big names among them. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff is so sadly you're not in trouble, are you? Find the well-dressed informant.
Well, no fucking shit.
When the music third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman. The left hand holds death, and the right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. I can't get over this embarrassment every time I say it. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in the same private suite. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. Don't forget, Ravenlock's family is in bed with those Exaltus lunatics. Who knows what awful schemes they've been cooking up. Then the organ trafficking case could be linked, methinks.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you.
I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation.
Oh, don't
I
do
can
that.
give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power.
There has to be a catch.
The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve.
I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. You'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
No.
In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
You don't mean that.
I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
Oh.
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then?
Jesus.
Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top.
Okay, I see why he turned out like this.
Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious.
Jesus.
The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo.
What the fuck?
As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you
What
deserve.
kind of place? No one has it. No one has it happy. This stream alone. Anby, Soldier 11, Trigger, Vivian, Lycaon, Hugo. I get it. It's all supposed to be very depressing. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere's fine. Oh, well, okay. Anywhere meant Luminous Square.
Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe. Fate truly is set in stone.
If they know it's not, it's something you can control, then...
I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you.
Oh, did not take long for us to
You're
get...
also a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Yeah, and there's that.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment.
You know who said that just a few hours ago? Soldier 11. Protagonist powers.
Perhaps people really do possess an aura. And ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
Thanks. I'm sure Belle do has aura.
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him.
Really?
He rarely ever talks about his past.
Huh.
But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him.
Yeah.
He ran away and ended up meeting Lycaon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycaon's betrayal.
You think so too?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him, but that's a secret he's kept to himself. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person.
But his morals are just... After chatting for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian, and it's getting late, time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. But are you still planning on heading straight into the holo like you did with the last few times? I'm used to it. Alright, with so many friends around this time, there wouldn't be much risk. I'll wait for you at home then, no matter what. Remember, safety first. Let's get to the restaurant now. I hope Wise doesn't feel left out. Good morning, Praxi. Long story short, we analyzed the locations marked in Bringer's notebook and found no pattern between the coordinates, but they all seem well hidden. Our destination today is the Ballet Twins. Let's head out there together.
What the
Ballet Twins.
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. It's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh!
Maybe it's because we are Phaethon's biggest fan, just like you.
It's because we're fellow fans!
Yes! That's exactly it.
For sure.
Yes, girl.
By the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch!
We have merch?
It's all my own original merch! Like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards!
What?
Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all! I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Show my own stuff to me.
I'm super curious to see all that. Please be sure to show me sometime.
Let's see how much of our privacy she's invaded, yeah.
Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Bro, how the fuck will she react when she learns we're actually Phaethon? Is she just gonna fucking scream? Is she just gonna die from blissfulness?
Meanwhile,
Rations, bottled water, and those chocolate coins. I'll take them all in the bag. Thank you. Oh.
You two should get
Hugo. Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either. Otherwise, I would have chosen a different store. Thank you for joining us this time and lending your combat prowess. If you could also refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this with me. You have my word as long as your actions do not cause harm, and I'll keep everything a secret. How awfully kind of you. I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. Man, they are homies. Oh my god, they're gonna go all to the same. You know what, Lycaon? If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I choose to go away. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. Guys.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us.
True.
It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
They're reminiscing, really.
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
Oh, their mentor.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
The Mockingbird. That was not fluid at all. Yeah, that was terrible.
How about Mockingbird?
Trademarked.
It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
It does make a difference, Lycaon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol. Like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads. Striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say. This world isn't fair, so that's why we have to influence it however we can and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
Be well to remember that, young you. What a fucking group.
Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious
Oh, shut up, you. You know you enjoyed that. Other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend joining us for this operation. It seems that Miss Anby is in the reinforcements recommended by the manager. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Hugo. Hello. The proxy has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I'll keep it confidential. So before entering the Hollow, let's confirm the mission's objective once again. We'll be heading on to one of the coordinates marked in Bringer's notebook and searching area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain secrets related to the Exaltists. These could be treasures, or something awful. We have to explore to find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now. Why do I feel like they put Anby in this because they can't really give a trial Vivian and trial Hugo yet? Because you know they're gonna do that next patch. Like, I can get why Lycaon's involved, but like Anby was originally investigating something completely different, that being the remnants of the Silver Company. It's just her normal combo chain that they're willing to show us right now. Vivian, you're not getting anything done with that.
Oh, brother! I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything.
Just leave that problem to me.
Hey.
Belle, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to your phone.
See?
Check if you received it.
We're such good siblings, we don't let the other one feel left out.
The circuit is fixed.
If this keeps going on, isn't Belle just gonna... She's gonna pack more of a punch as time goes on, because like Hollow investigation missions aren't the most chillax stuff. Run everywhere, do a lot of tasks. It's like cardio.
Wait a second.
Something ain't right.
It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow, in theory. There's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again...
Yeah, you know what, Vivian, save the dozens of dialogues of hilarious misunderstandings. Yeah, let's just get it over with now.
Could you really be Lord Phaethon?
Dude, at this point, let me just show you a selfie of me with Eos in the background, okay? Is that enough?
That's me. I'm Phaethon.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon! I've been your biggest fan for years now!
Okay, maybe we should focus on the...
Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along! And I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you... I mean, if you're willing...
Are you...
Could you please give me an autograph? And a group photo?
Anything you want. We just gotta get out of the Hollow first.
Wait!
Oh! Okay, sorry. I guess I got a little too excited.
You know what? I gotta hand it to them. For a second, I did not think we were gonna get to this resolution in this patch.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
If I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
Hey, quick heads up, you boasted about your Phaethon merch to Phaethon, by the way. Unless she's like very proud about that.
Phaethon is the proxy. This is a dream. I never went to wake up.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
Yes.
Lycaon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I for sure.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Oi, I think his fighting style's very elegant. I'm sorry, I'm lost in like a trance of just pure dopamine right now.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Like, I'm trying to speak.
To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms.
Yes.
Suggestion.
I do.
And handle them simultaneously to save time.
Okay.
We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy.
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
He really doesn't want.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunningham?
You guys need some bromance time. Come on.
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycaon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Phaethon.
100%.
Lycaon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Phaethon. It's like all my dreams are coming true. Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
Why do you like Phaethon?
I'm happy to hear that, don't get me wrong. But why do you like
Is it because we're legends? We're legendary
Lord
proxy.
Phaethon is my light. The one who saved me in my darkest and most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day.
I did.
As for Hugo and Lycaon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Hey, switching paths. Y'all on. Okay.
We have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now.
Guys, it's 2 control panels.
Just this once, we should trust each other. For the proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycaon, even before it all fell apart.
Lycaon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
Wow, we are getting so many flashbacks. Is that Jack? Oh, it is.
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you. Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with.
Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain.
You know who's the last person that can still save him from this abyss? It's you, my homie.
I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycaon, promise me now, you must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him.
Hold his chain?
And when necessary, to choke him.
Stop kink shaming.
Huh.
You've become slow.
Okay, wow. Well, the amounts of CGs is... Bro, what the fuck? Dumping these CGs and the cutscenes at us this patch. I'm eating this up right now.
Lycaon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycaon.
Guys,
There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Given the chance to prove you wrong, at least. You hear a strange noise is coming from ahead.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
Look at this dude.
Vivian stumbles off with Lycaon as if in a daze.
So,
Lord Phaethon.
How does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
He asked Lycaon and Vivian to leave for a reason.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago.
Because of...
Vivian adores you. Whether you're Phaethon or just Belle. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe. Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you.
You still have some morals in you.
Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways. You probably heard from Lycaon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. I stayed true to my words. Until my father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized, sometimes, taking one life really can save countless others.
Look what it did to you.
I can't agree with that.
Is that so? I see you have your own beliefs.
It ruined you.
Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about? Children of Devils. I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the children of devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
We'll do our best. Whoa.
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
Those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? The fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them, and that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas,
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
We need to get rid of these sacrifices.
We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
it's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
You were from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
Wait a second. He wasn't the mysterious backer, was he?
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that!
The backer for Twiggy's.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along.
What the fuck? This was connected? It is connected. Anby needed to be here. What? Oh wow, so damn, they really should have made Anby's thing a prerequisite.
As expected of a Wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Oh, but they only discussed the gem. They didn't mention that they were gonna come and take this sacrifice.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
Oh, Hugo.
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance.
You only discussed the gem. You didn't say you had anything to do with the sacrifices.
So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this?
Oh, do we have to fight you again?
Of course.
That's why he was so... He wanted us to promise him first.
Please keep her safe.
That's why. This is why.
But... why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists.
And yet he's working with them.
You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo!
Hartman has drip, but oh my god, I want to drop and kick this guy in the rib cages. Jesus.
I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside?
Over my dead body. Flip the switch. Flip the switch. A perfect conduit.
Oh fuck, they still took it. They still got to it.
Oh, you guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
No. Did we? I don't remember. I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
What's that supposed to mean?
You gonna turn them tables?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane.
Back.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
What? You're from the Ravenlock family, bitch.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you. You were never worthy of your position. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint, I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be!
He was here to
just give up.
Frame him, then set him up as a scapegoat.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You're making the same mistake again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycaon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands.
This is still not a good outcome.
Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu.
Dude.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top, and then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn.
Yeah, it's just picking the same poison.
I don't really agree. Sounds like some twisted logic to me.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example.
Don't become the kind of person you hate.
But even so, you shouldn't become the kind of person you hate.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say.
But I'm not gonna convince you, am I?
Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
Oh, come on.
It's about time you kneel. Not bad.
Fall back.
Oh, Hugo makes for a very badass boss. Dude, that thing only gives you a split second to dodge.
Beg for mercy.
Fuck. He stopped me from landing a 3 chain that would have given me more damage. This fucking god.
Loyalty.
My ass is sitting upright for this.
I'll eliminate any obstacle.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Alright, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
Is he just gonna leap off?
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Phaethon.
Really?
I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Phaethon alone.
Oh, it wasn't worth it.
What a shame.
Fuck.
Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Do not let him...
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it. Traitor.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I think he just punched him. There's no way he does not have something up his sleeve to stop himself from crashing to the ground like that. Wow, but that was intense.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just never thought things would turn out like this.
Fuck, wait. Hartman with the gem.
Lord Phaethon, I'm sorry.
Hartman with the gem. Hartman.
I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
The gem! The gem, it's the same thing as Perlman going away on the fucking blimp.
Hugo,
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in.
He'll make it. He's not dead.
I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me. But all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
His injuries were so severe, I don't think... Yeah, perhaps he's still alive.
Me too. There's a chance he's still alive.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Oh god. What? Then why is he coming out next patch? I don't know how to take this. I don't know how to take this.
I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Stand the mysterious figure. This mysterious woman.
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this.
Oh fuck, is this the
May
Exaltist?
the Creator guide us.
No! Fuck!
So it's these fucking people!
Fear, suffering, despair, destruction. That's the future I see. Or Phaethon.
Phaethon with wings? But Phaethon, I'm fine, I'm just a little distracted. I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exaltists. From what I know about Hugo, he could easily have taken down someone like Hartman. There's no need for him to put on such a show. And to deliberately use you as a hostage, I don't think he ever intended to harm you. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know. Something feels off in that business with the sacrifice core. Maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all this. Small request. It might sound strange, but Phaethon, can I stay at the video store for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now. Sure. Sleep on the couch, I won't disturb Lord Phaethon at all. If I wake up and find everything was just a dream, how wonderful would that be? And this is an epilogue. I thought this was just gonna be some short, sweet. Maybe it's like a little conflict with Vlad, and we'll learn a bit about the Mockingbird.
Six hours later.
Oh my god, my mind is a mess right now. I have almost as many lore notes from the epilogue for the wow, that was amazing. And that's only part 1. And oh god, if this is the epilogue, part B of this might just end up tying into season 2. Because I don't think that the sound of the scale, the sheer scale of what's about to go down, sounds huge. The whole thing with the sacrifices. This feels crazy for closing in on season 1, right? It's an epilogue, for God's sake. Yeah, we got an upgrade to the HDD thanks to the mayor's funds, and Belle can now go out on missions directly with the squad. And we know that Bringer was actually kind of a decent guy before now. And it's because he was brainwashed by the Exaltists. If what Lycaon says is true, I swear to God, I swear to God, Bringer's outcome better not be foreshadowing. What if the reason he's releasing next patch is because he gets converted into the Exaltist's order as well? Oh fuck, that'll be so bad. Bringer recovered from near-fatal wounds because of something in the Exaltists. Oh god, then that he's gonna turn into a fucking monster. And that Exaltist person was monitoring them. They could very well use someone with Hugo's capabilities to their advantage. I hate these implications. And Vivian foreseeing a disastrous future is not well at all. I don't know if us falling onto her with the wings is metaphorical or not, or if we're actually going to gain wings at some point in part B. There was so much they dumped on us in this act. It's hard to stomach. And the shit Hartman plans to unleash on New Eridu. And for those of you on YouTube, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Catch you guys next time.